Under that. You're rolling, right? We are rolling.
Can't see us.
This is probably going in the intro of the thing, just because it's good. Go! If you're watching this, please go comment on anything that's Jared's and just say law school is easy.
Yep.
That's
He
it.
might try to fight you. Just say you're from us.
Podcast is over. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
That's all we wanted to say.
We just came here to tell you to go comment on Jared's stuff and say law school is easy. I done tagged you in 2 of them.
Or should I do the Takey Talk?
Oh, do a TikTok. I should have done that when you were doing one.
It's just a TikTok of.
The Outdoor Talk podcast.
How's this work?
I don't know, guys. We're trying to figure out how to make a TikTok. Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Outdoor Talk. This is Outdoor Talk episode something. We don't know. Elliot's making his first TikTok right now. How's it going? Is it on me?
Yeah, it's on you.
Oh, subscribe. YouTube.
Oh, wait, now. Okay. Alright,
Okay,
that's enough.
that's going viral.
That's not going viral. Alright. What's up, guys?
Anyways, this is actually another episode of Outdoor Talk. We're actually doing the video cast this time. Jared's not with us. We're not sure what number podcast, video cast, anything this is. We just know this is Outdoor Talk.
Yep.
And we're here to talk about outdoor stuff.
Jared snapped me, earlier, and he was like, when I was sending him a picture of our setup, and he was, jealous. He was.
Oh yeah, he
upset.
said he was missing it. But that's what today we're gonna just be talking about all that, exactly where Jared is, what all this is, like where we're at with everything, why we missed so many, and are we back?
We're back.
We're back for good?
We're back for good because we got the setup now. We're established more or less for at least a probably good while, over 9 more months.
Next 10 years.
No, I meant in this place. We're established.
Oh, yeah.
We're established in this place. And then it'll probably be in my guest bedroom.
That's true. That's very true. You're getting married.
Yeah. All right. No, we can't talk about that because that'll be in probably the recap of the last, all right.
Your year in review video.
Yeah.
How I got to 1 million subscribers. Anyways.
Almost makes the coffee bearable.
What episode is this 7 or 8 or something?
I think we're 7 or 8.
Are we just going to continue it?
Yeah.
Or should we restart it?
Let's restart it because the other podcasts, they're going to be so much different from these podcasts.
That's true. That's very true.
I mean, I just hit the recording equipment. We have the recording equipment now. We have the lights, we have the backdrop, we have the desk, we have everything we need to actually do a more professional podcast. The other ones we were just sitting at our desk.
Yeah, we had, for those of you who didn't know, we took our iPhones and we literally set them right here, just one of them, and I would record Elliot and I's audio, and anytime we hit the table or anything, you guys would hear that. But now since we got this good equipment, Mike's come with what's called a shock mount right here, so you shouldn't really be able to hear that. You might hear it a little bit, but not the phone, even if you made the slightest movement and the quality wasn't as good. So
Hunter wouldn't let me hiccup.
Yeah, it was just bad. And then editing was harder because we had all our parts and everything. So this should just go a lot smoother and hopefully be a lot more, enjoyable, easier to watch in a way.
Easier to
watch. Because the other ones you could only listen to. We only had audio. Yeah. And that's another thing we're excited about.
So this will be video and audio. We don't really know how we're going to incorporate Jared yet because we definitely want him to be a part of it. I mean, even though he moved.
He's 4
or
5 hours away.
We still like him.
Sometimes.
Just
kidding. Love you, Jared.
So we still want to incorporate him, and we still want him to be a part, but he's busy. He's out in law school doing his thing, grinding hard. He's probably studying right now or something.
So go comment. If you're watching this,
go comment if you miss Jared.
On his Instagram or his YouTube channel and just say, Hunter and Elliot said you lied and don't spend 13 hours a day at law school, that you take a lot of breaks. Just go comment that on his stuff.
Go comment and tell him law school is easy.
Yeah, don't type all that I said. Go, if you're watching this, please go comment on anything that's Jared's and just say law school is easy.
Yep.
That's
He might try to fight you. Just say you're from us.
Podcast is over. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
That's all we wanted to say.
We just came here to tell you to go comment on Jared's stuff and say law school is easy.
No. All right, so let's get into. Let's do like a recap before we do anything. We don't really have an agenda. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants here. I just got done doing a review video. What's going on your channel? Can we upload to both? Can we do that? Is that a thing?
We can upload to both.
Will they let us do that?
The same video? Yeah, you can upload the same video.
All right, we might upload it to both. I don't know. Depends on who does the editing. Anyway, let's do a recap of what we've been up to for like the last. Thank you. Let's do a recap for what we've been up to for the last.
Last week we filmed a video. This is part of the recap, and Elliot was like this in the video, and like you couldn't see anything. I mean, just then it wasn't bad, but like in the video he literally had it like you could not see his face at all.
It was for Hunter's homework assignment. Is the only reason we did it.
But we're just got all this stuff, and we're learning, so we're getting better. We just got our lights set up.
Yep.
But how far back are we recapping?
Let's recap to when they last.
The last podcast.
The last podcast. We were still in school.
Chickamauga was the last one I remember. If not, we did one. Not the one where we told him we were taking him. If we did one after that, we might have did one after that. But you're right. It was still like May or June. Maybe earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still pre-summer. Without doing research, I think we're good to say pre-summer.
Pre-summer.
So let's start the beginning of summer. With Chickamauga.
Chickamauga.
Because they haven't heard that. We didn't talk about Chickamauga.
No, we haven't talked about Chickamauga.
So let's start there.
For the people that are watching this, Hunter. Okay, so for the people that are watching this, Hunter and I got Jared a trip to Chickamauga for a weekend, a long weekend this summer for his graduation. So what we did is we went down on a Saturday. We fished Saturday. Friday. Because, I had to get off work early. Got off work. We went down, we started to leave at like 12. We got down there 5
Went
or 6.
straight to the lake.
Straight to the lake, put the boat in, fished until like 10. Went to Betty and Claude's house.
Yeah, we had a really nice little cabin. We
Airbnb'd it.
Airbnb'd, right.
And a great couple. They were absolutely fantastic. They were awesome. And we stayed there for a night. And then Saturday, we woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and hit the lake immediately. And basically spent the entire day Saturday on the lake.
Yeah, didn't have too much luck. Friday, like the 3 hours we did fish, on the first time we'd ever fished this lake, which if you guys are big fishermen, you know that fishing a lake for the first time is extremely hard. And if you're not a big person,
you're not a big fisherman.
Then just know the first time you fish a lake is extremely hard because all you have to go after is basically a graph of the topography of under the water, basically. And we absolutely killed. Like, we had such a good day on Friday afternoon. I even broke my PB. And then, like Elliot said, we stayed the night. Very optimistic. Then Saturday, I mean, we had bites here and there, but
did anybody catch any? Jared caught one.
Yeah, Jared caught several, but nothing big, nothing too exciting. And I mean, after 8 hours, it was mid-June in Tennessee. So I mean, it was like 90-some degrees probably.
I fried. Okay, at lunch,
no clouds.
I was dead. Like, I thought I was gonna be sick.
Yeah, we had to stop.
It was. I made myself sick. It was so hot outside, and I didn't drink enough. I went.
Yeah.
There was like this little. I don't even know, marina. Well, it was a marina. They had a restaurant. I got there. I didn't feel like eating anything. And I mean, I hadn't eaten since like 5:30, 6 o'clock that morning. I probably drank all the water they had. And then I started to get hungry. when we were going back on the boat, started to eat like all the fudge rounds we packed. But, so we fished all day and we got the boat out, stayed the night again, and headed back home Sunday. And we had a really good time. That was... When did we do that?
June 16th, I think. I don't know why. It was the date when Stephanie's birthday, 17. John. Yeah, it was like around like mid-June. That's when it was.
No, it was the 21st.
No.
It was before then.
Yep.
It was before Stephanie's birthday.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
It was mid-June, like exactly mid-June, like 15th, 16th, 14th, something like that.
Yeah.
But we also, another thing about that trip, what we did is we wanted to make that like, as for all of us, our first, like, I guess, professional or, like, mini-series type thing. Because a lot of times we just pick up the camera and
Go for it.
Basically, we're vloggers. I'm more or less. I mean, if you don't,
Unless you're doing a review, unless we're doing a review video, we're basically vlogging.
right, when
We're
we're
not
out
really doing
hunting or
anything.
fishing or something, I mean, sometimes we might do some little B-roll here and there, but more or less, like, it's just clips of us doing it and just kind of, like, documenting our process. But we wanted to make this as close to, like, a movie mini-series as we possibly could. So, filmed as much as possible. I tried to be the cameraman. Elliot was helping out a lot, taking a lot of shots for us.
Taking a lot of naps.
And he did take a lot of naps. But just a real quick plug to that. If you haven't, please, I recommend go watch those videos. I spent 30 to 40 hours editing all that. It was almost 100 gigabytes of footage. I mean, Elliot knows, like, every night I was, working 4 or 5 hours for like 2 weeks straight
He was on the grind.
on that project. But I enjoyed it. I had fun.
That was Hunter's baby.
Yeah, it wasn't work to me. I had fun doing it. But like I said, that was my baby. So please go watch that. I mean, let me know what you guys think. You can even comment on this video if you've seen it. Or if you're listening to this podcast, then
Yeah.
just go watch it whenever you get a chance. I would
Was it
recommend
3
that.
videos? 2 videos?
2 videos. One was around 20 minutes. The other was closer to 30 minutes.
So 2 videos, and then we did like a little sit down afterwards at the cabin.
Right. The third video was a sit down.
Yeah.
So I guess that brings us to pretty much. Was that the next thing we really did?
After we did Chickamauga, we went up. Stephanie's grandparents. I guess it's our families. I don't know. Stephanie's family.
Stephanie's Elliot's fiance. For those who don't know.
Stephanie's family has like a cabin in the mountains around where we live, and we went up there for a week, or not a week, weekend. We went up there for a day, 2 days, and stayed the night up there. Me, Hunter, Jared, Hannah, Steph, and we fished around, and we just had a good time. We cooked.
We cooked some.
Bear tenderloin. Wait.
We cooked good food, and then Jared and I had caught some crappie earlier that day on a lake.
And it was crappie.
We tried to do a catch and cook, and the fillets didn't turn out too bad. We didn't put any grease on what we were cooking them on, so everything stuck. The only ingredients we could find in the cabin went bad in like 2015 was when they went bad. And
we were a little ill prepared on the seasonings, I gotta admit.
So we basically just really, really quickly over-smoked tiny fillets of perch and crappie at like 300 degrees and no oil, no salt, no pepper. And it didn't turn out very good, but we had fun, fished a lot, caught a lot of fish, just kind of hung out.
Yeah, so that was...
The other food was really good, though.
Yeah. The bear's tenderloin. I hate to say this, but I like the sausage.
The kielbasa sausage. It's always a win.
Even at Chickamauga.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we had it at Chickamauga, too. Oh, and Elliot's famous double butter corn. That's what he's known
butter
for.
Butter before, you butter after.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Then what was after that?
What was after that?
So, wait, that was when? July?
It was early July. So I guess after that, I got engaged.
Yep. Elliot got engaged.
I got engaged. And then...
Congratulations. We're no longer living together after this year, so...
Yeah.
If anybody has a basement they want to rent for under $200, I promise I'll keep it clean.
No, you won't. I do all the cleaning. No, I'm just kidding. So...
You got engaged, and then the next thing, I guess, was we started scouting for deer season around July. Because I was gone July 4th that week on my family vacation, and that's when you and Jared put up the first cameras, right?
No, I got engaged mid-July. So we started our deer prep early July.
Right.
Jared and I started deer prep. I got engaged. Jared and I did more. Jared, you were there. We all did some deer prep towards the end of July and into August. We did deer prep in August. We laid out salt. We got the salt up. I did our final video in early September. Mm-hmm. So the deer prep wrapped up. Videos across all channels if you guys want to check it out.
But the deer prep wraps up this coming Saturday.
Completely.
Which I doubt this podcast... Are we going to put this out? So, more or less...
Let's have this drop.
Let's have
this drop first weekend deer season.
Okay.
So
So
2 Saturdays. Well,
all this argulating we've done, as you're seeing this, we actually filmed this. So in 2 days, it'll be the last Saturday in September.
before deer
And
season.
that's the last Saturday before deer season. So that's when all that's officially wrapping up. So kind of like to even more go into depth of what Elliot just said.
Because we
When
don't
we
know,
say
we don't,
deer prep, we don't do what you see what they're doing out in Kansas on the TV shows. This is our first year actually like doing anything. Like most people put trail cameras up and like, oh, I got this big buck on my property. You know, that's the one I seen 2 years ago that did like, no. This is the first year we've ever done anything like that. So
we're not even consistent with it.
No, we put up trail cameras where we knew our stands were, and then where we also thought maybe we could put some potential stands. But you know, we didn't go over like our entire property or anything like we probably should. But I mean, we have a good idea. So we put our cameras up there. We laid out some salt blocks and stuff just to see what was coming around the area. And then we actually have we got a 6-pointer. That's about it.
It's
a 4. It might be a 6.
It's a good 4.
A small
maybe
6.
Maybe a 6.
And
we got a lot of bear.
A lot of bear. Everywhere we've put the camera, we've had bear.
In the mountain, everywhere we put the camera, there's bear. We had a bobcat.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of raccoons.
Yeah. So we didn't do that much prep, and then our throw and grow didn't really grow that well.
Well, we never checked it. Like, within the time that it could have been eaten, we never really...
Right, but don't you plant it so it grows during hunting season?
No, when we planted it the first time, we planted it to where it'd grow during
I thought it was supposed to, like, regrow.
No.
Like, you know how grass dies during the winter and regrows?
You're supposed to reseed. We didn't reseed.
Well, we messed that one up. Yeah. Anyways.
Wasted $5.
Maybe we got them used to come to the area. But then the only other place we have a farm we hunt, and it's basically all fields, but there's one corner that kind of joins in where somebody else's land is that we can't hunt on. And we have woods that go down in there it's on our land. And a lot of the deer we think we see in his field all the time migrate through those woods to come up on our land. So we checked and we found a pretty good spot. And Elliot over here decided to put a trail camera about 7 feet in the air.
Looking straight at a tree.
And we had 40 pictures, 40, that's it, of a tree.
Blowing in the wind.
Blowing in the wind. Over a 2-week time period. When we found...
No, it was a week. It was only a week.
You sure?
It was only a week. Yes, I'm sure.
I think it was 2 weeks. And there was fresh deer poop everywhere when we went to check it. There was some random tail that we missed all of it. So we re-put that camera up, and that's why we're saying this past Saturday was kind of our last hoorah for prepping for deer season, because when this comes out, we'll be hunting in a few days after this comes out.
When this comes out, we will have hunted that morning, and we will have killed something.
Hopefully. We'll have to update you guys on that one. But that's the goal for right now is to check that other camera, and we have a stand we should put up if we can. Just kind of like make sure we got all our ducks in a row and know what we're going to do when it comes
to hit the ground running.
Because we have a whole week, but Saturday is our only day we can really do anything.
Yeah, we stay pretty busy.
Because he works during the week, and then I work and go to college, so we can't really do anything during the week.
No.
So what else? What other recaps?
That's about the new
That's about it, except you starting your YouTube channel.
Oh, I started the YouTube channel. Plug. Go subscribe.
He does all kinds of gun reviews, and Jared and I think they're going to blow up just because reviews are very long lasting on YouTube, and then
they'll always be useful.
Yeah, they'll always be useful, and he's doing guns, which a lot of people like to look at, and he also does very good reviews. I mean, Elliot is crazy about guns, as Jared, as you guys know, is about fishing. So he goes over every detail, and he knows exactly what he's talking about. So go check him out.
My gun reviews, I try to tell you what I feel like is important. I watch a lot of reviews on YouTube that are a waste of time. They're like... They'll point out stuff, and I'm like, I can see that. Tell me something I can't see. You know?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you can look at the gun and be like, oh, that has an M-lock handguard. Well, I mean, I'm going to tell you it has an M-lock handguard, but I'm also going to tell you that the M-lock handguard is too close to the barrel, and every time you put an M-lock piece in, it pushes the barrel up. So I'm gonna go into detail, and I'm gonna try to give you my honest and fair opinion.
So that happened. He started making videos. I got back on the grind pretty recently. I went a while without posting because this summer I basically just focused on trying to help Jared grow his channel,
Yeah,
filming and editing for him.
Hunter did so much for Jared's channel. You wouldn't even believe it.
Because we just wanted to test it. You know, you should always, that's like one of my philosophies in life, especially about this kind. You should always be testing because, like, you can't say, well, that wouldn't work. You don't know, you didn't try it. That's like, you can't say you don't like shrimp if you've never had it. I mean, like, the only way to find out if you like shrimp and if it's good is to eat the shrimp. So that's what we basically did, and that's kind of recap of Jared's channel all summer is we just tried to put out as much content as possible, and I think it worked. I think we did better than Jared would have did on his own and me on my own. But
Jared got a few subscribers.
He's almost at 2,000. He's right at 1,900 now.
No, he's past 1,900.
He's past 1,900 now.
I looked at
so.
it today. I was trying to keep.
So that's why I hadn't been uploading as much, like hardly any over summer. But I'm starting to get back into it now. And I guess the only other recap really is, where's JTG? Where is Jared?
Oh, we already talked about Jared.
Not officially.
Oh, Jared's in law school. He's a nerd.
Yeah.
No, we already talked about it because you were like...
Yeah, but like we didn't like officially.
Well, yeah.
Like you probably won't see any videos from him. And I mean, if you guys follow Jared, you know this.
Just kidding.
But
there's one video. He said he was editing it. He's got a fishing video coming out.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Probably already out. But Jared won't be posting.
No, not much. But our goal with like the pod, I know we said that he wouldn't be on here much. We don't know how we're going to do it, but like we want to have him on here, and every chance we get, we're going to try to. But like if it just doesn't work out, if he's too busy, and like we're not just going to start skipping podcasts because we can't have him on, that just like doesn't make sense to us. Why not put the content on anyways?
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys get used to our ugly faces and don't unsubscribe. That's true. Just don't unsubscribe. It hurts our feelings because, you know, when you have 1,700,042 subscribers, you don't really notice if you go down to 41. But when you have,
best believe when I have 55 and it goes to 54, I notice.
The good part is though he does cry in the shower, so he can't tell if it's tears or water. So I'm just kidding, but yeah, you won't be seeing. We don't know how we're gonna do. We don't know if we're just gonna have him voice over, kind of like a conference call type deal, or if we're gonna try to get him to record himself, so like we can switch the camera perspective to him every time he talks.
Force odds to bring him down here.
I mean, he's 4 hours away, so everything we do will just be like. We'll have to combine our stuff, which is what we did before, but it was only audio. It's a little more tricky when we're doing this video, so
yeah,
we're not sure, but we will figure all that out. But don't worry, if he can be on this, he will be, and otherwise, just comment on his stuff. Law school is easy. Just please, like, you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to continue. Like, don't do anything. This video, all we want you to do is comment on Jared's stuff. Law school is easy.
Subscribe to Elliot.
No, don't do that. Just law school is easy. But just one call to action. Nothing else.
One call to action.
One call to action. Way it's easy on you guys.
Okay. So
that's pretty much.
We've done the recap. Now let's. We're sorry we don't really have a lot of like hardcore topics here, like gun debates or anything.
Yeah, we just kind of like we needed to jump back in.
This is our catch up.
Right.
So
we needed to
now
jump
let's talk
in.
about how we plan on tackling the future. Deer season's coming up, so expect heavy vlogs. We'll probably be hitting it every weekend. We're trying to max out our tags. We have no hamburger meat, and we eat tacos every night.
Elliot's family's completely ran out, and I think we have 4 left at our apartment right now, 3 or 4, and then at my parents' house we only have, I think 4 or 5 left. So we're literally down to under 10 packs of hamburger.
It's rough.
So we got to get some this year.
Yep, we're trying to max out our tags. So we'll be hitting the hunting vlogs pretty hard. Hopefully they'll be good. Hopefully I'll get some of Hunter, and hopefully he'll get some of me, and then hopefully we'll be GoPro'd up and get what we get.
Yeah, that's a. Well, you didn't mention that in the recap. We just didn't think about that. I have a GoPro and a camera, and that's how I do all my filming. Elliot's been borrowing my stuff since he started, and he's got his own GoPro. But as everybody knows, GoPros are good in very few situations, just because they're not the best quality, but they do work. But Elliot just ordered his camera today.
Yep.
Be here next week.
Yep. Pumped.
So now we got plenty of stuff to work with, and then we also got. Right now we have 3 things sitting over here on our little shelf to review, and then we got plenty more that we know we're gonna do.
Find stuff.
So
I got all kinds of guns that will be ready and willing.
So we definitely know
to be
that
put on this beautiful table.
That's another thing. We made this table.
We did.
For those who might not know. We did. We built this table. We set up this little backdrop just so we could have something nice to make our videos. So our review videos would look more quality. And, you know.
We're back. Camera stopped working.
Yeah, camera did stop working. But, like we said, we made all this. That's another thing that happened. So that's why we have, like, no excuse not to do reviews or sit-downs or stuff like that now, because anything we can review, like, hands-on, like, that's big enough to do on this, not like a hunting blind or something, but, like, we can put that content out as much as possible now. And like Elliot said, it's deer season, so it's going to be a heavy season, like,
you're gonna
every
get sick
Saturday.
of it.
But one thing that we're thinking about doing is, let us know what you guys think about this, but like an official, more like TV produced hunting. I don't know, like if you want to call it a show or just one episode or what, but like we mentioned earlier, most of our stuff is kind of a vlog style. Like we get the best clips we can. Sometimes we try to take B-roll, better shots.
That's what we want to do. We like giving our knowledge on the review. I wish I could talk. We like doing the review videos, but what we really love is the vlogs.
Right.
And if we could do that and only do that, you best believe we'd hit the ground running. But
we want to try to do like a really, really official, well produced, all kinds of shots. You know, overlay. Like for those of you that don't know like much about filming or TV shows or any of that, there is so much stuff that goes into like a 30-second clip you see on TV. There is more stuff than you can imagine that goes into that. Like especially like professional movies and like really, really heavily cinematic stuff. There's some. I mean, people post edit. They add different sounds in just for ambience. You know, they might change the decibels of their sounds. They might overlay footage, slow down stuff. They can color grade, which means in post production you basically change the colors. Like you might want your grass to look a little warmer and your sky to look a little darker, like the sun's out and there's clouds out, or like whatever it is. Like,
do you edit with Lightroom? You done any Lightroom editing?
Not really, because I don't know.
My boss uses Lightroom editing, and he showed me some stuff the other day. It's looking banging. He told me it was like non-destructive to the photo. Like
yeah.
You know how Photoshop, you know, like you pixelate it and then it like.
Right, Lightroom's just like, for those of you who don't know, Lightroom's a Adobe app that just allows you to basically, more or less in simplest terms, change the colors.
Every single color in the whole
Change
thing.
the colors of the photo. Like basically when you go to edit a picture before you put it on Instagram, Lightroom's just a very, very complex, sophisticated version of that. But like you can do all that. And that's what we want to do. We want to make one video where we do that. Or like we haven't talked about this. This is like popped in my head right now in this second. Maybe we make a series. Like maybe we come up with a name for a hunting show. And like we literally go out and produce a hunting show. Like day one, the chase is on. And like we document as best we can like the first day of deer season. Hopefully we get one. And then like 3 weeks in, you know, we've got our max. So now we're on the hunt for horns. We do eat all our meat, like just quick disclaimer, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like try to like produce it. Like, I don't know. We don't know what we're going to do, but we know we want at least one that looks professional just to kind of get.
I say we go up in cabin.
Is it worth our time?
Oh, it's definitely worth our time.
Because like the Chickamauga, like 30 hours. All right, guys. So I think that's what we're trying to do for hunting season, but more or less that's pretty much
the plan. So I hate to say that we didn't really get into any good hard topics this vlog or this podcast, but that'll be for next time. We just wanted to give you guys a real quick recap and look ahead into what you'll be expecting from us.
And let you know we're back.
Yeah, well,
Outdoor talk is back, and content is back.
yep, back like we never left. So remember to check me out on my new channel. Go tell Jared. Law school is easy.
It's the number one thing. Do that for anything else.
And then go check me out.
Yeah, both of our channels will be linked.
And so, yeah. We'll see you guys next time. And remember, take someone outdoors. You were supposed to say that.
Oh, want to do it again?
No, you ruined it.
And
See
as
y'all.
always, take someone outdoors.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. I'm sorry. All right. See y'all.